if we're talking connections, let's talk about another one. Reason why we reached out, I did not know you had an album coming out yet, which congratulations on the second record coming out. It's great. I listened to the whole thing. A few songs I'll get into there. But the first one we just talked about was The Wolf. And this connection from Wes Cage. Also have a song with him that you wrote. Also is called The Wolf, right? It
is.
Yes. Okay. So Wes Cage, for those who who are listening right now and haven't gone to the Drinks with Johnny fucking catalog and seen that he's been on the show, Wes Cage, Coppola is Nicolas Cage's son, who's actor and musician. And Keith worked on him with his last record. You can go back and listen to that episode and get a little bit of insight on that. But for this purpose of conversation, you got two things coming out in the same year with The Wolf on the title. You're telling me about this ayahuasca trip with The Wolf. I had the pleasure of talking to Wes. He's a great dude, definitely in tune with his spirituality, and very interesting cat. Obviously, comes from the Coppola family, famous as all hell. You know, how was it like working with the dude? Because I mean, I had one conversation with him. We're friendly now. We text each other back and forth every once in a while. Really enjoyed it. But I mean, I got to ask, like, what those sessions were like.
Yeah, like you said, interesting dude, talented dude, and super nice. Yeah, that was over the pandemic. You know, we're kind of I had the opportunity to you know, do some Zoom sessions with him and kind of write some stuff and for his project, and it was cool. Yeah, we kind of did the Zoom thing. You know, kind of talked a little bit. I kind of wrapped my head around about what he was feeling, what he was kind of really wanting to say and write about. And, you know, I knew that he wanted more kind of a rock thing. I think some of his other stuff was a little, I don't know, more industrial like, or, you know, so kind of a little different direction for him. But, yeah, I was honored that, to be a part of it. And, yeah, we wrote some stuff and, yeah, it was cool.
And how did you guys get connected? Did he reach out to you somehow, and just through hearing some of the other people you'd worked with and thought it would be a good fit? Or
yeah, so I had heard about him, but this was set up by my publishing company, BMG, and you know, they kind of asked me if this was something I was down to do, and you know, hey, during the pandemic, I was like, anything to get my mind off of what the fuck was happening in the world.
I think everyone was there.
I'm like, sure. I'm like, let's make some music, absolutely. And then, you know, he was working with Blasco, and you know, got to talk to him a little bit, and I got to meet him a little bit. So it was cool. Yeah, it was a fun experience, and I'm stoked that the songs are, you know, the first song came out, and now I got, yeah, it is funny to have two songs called The Wolf, but they are very different.
Yes.
And hopefully the, you know, the American Society of whatever songwriters, hopefully they don't get that mixed up on the publishing side, but I'm sure it's confusing.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out. I mean, there's got to be titles of the same songs like a million times over on different catalogs.
For sure. This isn't their first rodeo.
Yeah. So so your sessions with Wes just over Zoom the whole time?
Yeah, I think we did. We would kind of do a session, and then I would kind of build a demo after the fact, and you know, with kind of just, I took the notes of kind of what we talked about and kind of got the concept, and I just kind of took it and ran with it, and then I would send the demos in, and I think he would eventually go in and re-record them and stuff. Actually, I think Blasco produced, or I think he produced the song. So
okay,
yeah, he kind of took the reins and did his thing.
And for those who don't know, Blasco, other friend of the show, very good musician and manager. Kudos to him. Shout out to Blasco for getting back. He's getting back with Rob Zombie after not being there for a little while. And I know he's got another Zach Sabbath project coming with Zach Wild. So
that's so cool. That's the coolest shit. Like, I'd love to see a show of that, man.
Yeah,
because I'm such a Zach Wild fan, like for years and years. So that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, man. That is it's really cool they've been doing that and getting back at it too. And obviously Blasco being with Ozzy for a lot of years too, and Zach is definitely cool. So shout out to Blasco. All the best wishes to him, of course.